Hi, I'm your host, Queenie Crystal, and on today's guest panel, I'm joined by my girls, Ashu, who's an occupational therapist in training, and content creator Martha. On this episode, we'll be talking the dirty 30. Yep, as we're approaching 30, we thought let's take a look back at our awkward teen years and what's to come ahead. What better movie to reference than 13 going on 30? So don't forget to grab a cuppa and popcorn because you're about to get some life lessons from some of your favourite TV shows or movies. This is Life, Movies and Tea. What did you guys think of the movie if you've done your homework?
Okay, so let me start, yeah. So I've seen this movie before and I've always thought like, oh, this is really nice, it's so interesting, whatever, whatever. Then I saw it like last week and I'm thinking, this doesn't even make any sense.
What bit doesn't
What
make
is this?
sense?
Everything? It's so unrealistic. It's so unrealistic. And I'm just thinking like, really? Really? But before, I think I used to watch it and think, oh, this is really nice. I'd want to do that. And I feel like they've got like a really different perception of 30s in comparison to like reality, yeah.
What about you,
Which is
Ashu?
good.
I thought I'd seen it, but back in the day they had so many rom-coms. I think I got it mixed with like one of the other ones. So I saw it that day. It was just your typical like rom-com in it, but the whole like for me, I look for logic in movies. I was like, that's so not logical. Like if everyone got that chance, we'd all love it. Like we'd all be doing that life differently and whatnot. It
You
was
got it's so funny because the way that you guys look at it, for me, that's like my comfort movie. Like early 2000s, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so warm, this is so lush. You guys are like, where's the logic? There's no logic
It
in
does not make any sense.
yeah, no,
That would never happen in real life. She should not get
yeah,
a second chance. I love
exactly.
her,
That is
but I
so
feel like she
unfair.
should not get a second chance.
Yeah, and me too. Like I love rom-coms like from back in the day, like Made in Manhattan or like all this Pretty Woman and all of that. Like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. But this movie is just something else because it was just illogical. That doesn't happen. Come on, Whereas the other ones, the other stories, yeah, they don't happen either as often, but they're believable. This one just like, come on, fairy dust. Come on, give me some fairy dust as well.
Yeah, I want
Take me
someone
back
that
to when I was what, I don't know, 13 or something.
Oh my days. Okay, fine. So let's take it back then, because I know you mentioned something about it's unrealistic with 30s. So when you were younger, what did you guys think 30 was going to be like?
I don't know because I'm not 30, okay?
Neither
Neither
are
are
we.
we.
Her-
And I'm nowhere near 30 either. I'm like in my mid 20s, but I am.
She's
Well,
27 this
I'm
year. Did you fail maths or something? Because that's not mid 30s.
I think mid 20s.
It's still not mid.
Late, okay, late mid 20s, 26, okay. I'm
Oh
more
gosh,
closer to
Ashley, it's
25 than
okay. It's
27.
okay, sis. It's
Okay,
okay, sis.
so what did you guys think of like when you were younger or you never thought about it? Because for me, I thought 30 was mad old. And I'm not just saying that because I'm about to approach it, but it's just, I know it's not that different. Like, it's literally just next door.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what?
Um, for me, I thought like, yeah, 30s were quite old and when I'm 30, I'll be, settled down. I don't know, I'll have a family. My life will be quite stable and boring type of thing. But God's got other plans. But I'm not 30 yet, so who knows? Who
Yeah, I was
knows?
just about to say that. And the
Oh,
other thing is, for me, I think I'm not like that either, but I think
we
what
get
when
it.
like for me, I remember like being sat in school thinking I'd be married, I'd have kids, or, I'd be settled at the time. And now I think it's like now I think I'm like, don't know if that's gonna happen. Like I'm not where it was I wanted to be at this age, and I still sometimes feel like I'm not an adult.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's just
yeah,
like, why an adult? Like
yeah.
life just goes real quick.
I hear you because I think that's like
what the movie thinks like 30, flirty and thriving, that whole idea that you have everything all fixed together. Don't get me wrong, now that I'm approaching 30, I feel like it's now when I'm finally starting to get things in order. And
Hmm.
your 20s are kind of for like discovering yourself. It's not realistic to
Definitely.
have had everything sorted by 25 because you've just left school, to me anyway. It's like, how in the hell am I supposed to raise another child when I'm still a child myself? So it's almost like I get it why she wanted to be 30. But yeah. So what we'll do is we'll take it back a little bit to when you were 13. Because do you guys remember? Or was it that long ago? Oh,
Well, I was
actually,
trying to think.
you should remember since you're
Yeah,
young.
since you're a kid.
Since
Well,
you're
yeah, actually, that was my like. I'm 26, so that was my midway, like halfway. So 13, yeah.
she's
Oh.
I don't know.
Ashu. What?
She's so annoying. Because okay,
Guys, stop hating.
because obviously Jenna has all these awkward moments like mean girls, fancying a guy, etc. So let's relive those moments. Like, do you guys have any like memories that you remember at the top of your head during your high school years, like cringe or first times or whatever it is?
They're so cringe. I don't even want to talk about them.
What year would I have been in?
Yeah, right.
Year eight. I think for me, something that I can remember right now, I wore a wig to school.
At 13?
Um, yeah. Then people are like, oh, she looks like Beyonce. And I went to an all white school. Can we say that?
If you went to an all white school, you went there.
And all of them thought like I looked like Beyonce. And I was just thinking, like, you guys actually mocking it because no, I do not. Just because
What
I've got
what
longer
what wig
hair.
was it looking like?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It was nothing like Beyonce. So, like, I feel like they just saw like a black person with like longer hair and thought, yeah, that makes sense. That makes
The
sense.
one what?
Oh, something that's embarrassing. I think I was walking past the fields where like people play football and stuff, and one of the guys, he didn't mean to, but he literally like kicked the ball in my face, and that was deep. That was
Did you
so deep.
cry?
Yes, because like he was one of the best footballers on our in our school, and he was quite like a big guy, strong. But then, like, instead of say sorry to me, he told my brother to tell me that, sorry.
That's nice still. Mate,
Mm.
at least like
It hurt.
for me, getting hit in front of people you fancy is the worst. Like, and you've got to. I firmed it. I just like, oh, okay, you got to,
Well,
because
that
No, I
happened to
cried.
me.
It was
I got
pain.
hit by literally right on my face and it hurt.
Oh,
But this was in primary school. But I didn't mind because it was the guy who hit me was the guy that I fancied and he came and like caressed my cheek. So it was okay.
oh my gosh. Okay, how far have you guys gone for the guy you liked when you were a teenager? Because for me, right, I won't say his name because it would just bait everything out. And I fancied this guy so much, right, that one day it was raining. I had an umbrella just big enough for me, and he came. We were at the bus stop, and he's underneath it. I became the chauffeur and I moved that umbrella. I was holding it for him. I'm getting rained on, but I said I don't care because I'm next. Mate, and you know when you go home and you daydream about that, I was mesmerized. I fancied that boy. I would say to God, give me a sign that he is my husband. God, no.
did you not catch a cold?
Mate, what? You're not hearing. I was in front of the love of my life.
Where is his love of life now?
Your Lomo.
Oh, mate, he was it.
Um,
Yeah.
Nah, for me, I don't even know if I should say this, but I used to prank call him with my friend. I bought a whole new SIM. And then we were prank calling him like the same we know you from school. And the funny, and I don't even know if I should say this, but then I realized this friend he had a crush on him as well, and she was calling him behind my back.
With the same sim or a different sim?
What? No, because the SIM was in her phone, so she took it home. And she used to do. I'm like, what is going on?
Did they get together or?
No, 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 no way, no, no, no. Yeah, I don't know where those people are now, but yeah. But this is the time I remember I was crying in class because the guy didn't like me,
Didn't
and my
what?
friend was like, "Shut up." She didn't like me, so I was crying in class, and my friend was like, "Shut up. This is not the place to cry. Stay strong." Oh, and now I think, oh, what was going on? Like, it wasn't. What was going on?
Oh
Oh.
my gosh, bless. And then the one time, I think one guy asked to borrow like 50p or something. And I would, you know, them times 50p is a lot because that's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
dinner
yeah. It was.
money.
Yeah.
But then he was so cute. He's like, yeah, yeah, I'll give it you back. I'll give it you back in science. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, this is a chance for him to keep talking to me. So the next time he'll be like, you give me my 50p. So I gave him that last 50p that I had. Every time I'd see him thinking, are you going to give me my 50p back? No.
Um, my only one is the guy I liked, one of them, one of them. I was talking to him on MSN. Then I think I must have told him that I liked him, and he aired me.
Nah, that's mean.
No, I know we can't laugh because that seems cruel.
That hurts to me. Thank God, I didn't get to that stage of telling people I wasn't
That's
that
the only
confident.
thing. No, because I was like, there's no point in like being around the bush in it. Like, let's see where this can go. But I was not even allowed to have a boyfriend, anyways. So I don't even know where that conversation was meant to lead to.
Speaking of that, I actually had to ask I asked my mom, can I have a boyfriend? She's like, no.
You
That's
asking as if it's a toy. Can I have a boyfriend?
because everyone at school was having them. So look at where I am now.
Yeah, yeah, no.
It's a fault. But yeah, no. them school times, yeah. Okay, so you know in the movie how Matty, you know Matty, right? The main guy, how he has a glow up. So yeah, he. Oh, is that debatable?
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He did. Yeah, he
I
Yeah.
did.
don't
He,
think he did.
no. Okay, fine. Glow up in. Oh wow. In what sense? In the looks or life?
In life, in comparison to her, like she did really well.
He's a photographer.
Did you not see his apartment? Oh, maybe.
But
Okay,
listen,
okay, maybe he's a chilled guy. Yeah, okay, but I didn't personally see the glow
no,
up.
but this guy was getting married and glow up like in the terms of appearance as well. Like that was it. When I said, "Oh, like this is Matty," I was like, yeah, this is not like correlated."
That's the Hulk. Hello.
Yeah, I thought like that was the Hulk.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But okay, so first of all, do you guys have a Matty in high school?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you had them boys on lock. Okay, you had a Matty, right? Did you try and explore that?
I was not allowed to.
Uh,
I love how you listen to your parents.
I was not allowed to. But with my Matty, I feel like we always had like flirting, chemistry, everything going on and whatever. But obviously, I was not even allowed to go anywhere after school. So we never saw each other outside of school. But he was really cute. He was so cute.
okay, okay.
I wonder if it's the same now.
Huh?
I wonder if it's the same now.
No, he's still all right. He's still all right. He's a bit
Oh,
yeah, but he's okay.
But yours is not quite a Matty because if he was cute and you liked him, then that's a good thing. Whereas in for Jenna, he was a nerd and a complete like, you know what I mean? So if you guys, let's just say for hypothetical speaking, you had someone when you were 13
Oh.
who wasn't that cute, but then you knew in the future he got cute. Would you get with him?
um,
You did have
I
some.
don't think.
Oh wow.
I don't
You had
think I
some.
did. Me? No, I don't think I did. I don't think. I don't think there was anyone that liked me, but because no one like I don't know. I don't think there was, but it might have been in primary school. But I'm not in touch with any of those guys, so I can't tell if they've had a glow up or not. But yeah,
But if so, you would get with someone like, because I feel like it puts you into like perspective that maybe sometimes we pass over good guys, the good guy, and then now is successful, and the guy she actually fancied back in the day, he's a cab driver.
that was funny. They were taking the piss.
So you probably had one, or maybe one now. Maybe there's a guy one now. You're friend zoning him.
Who did? Are you talking to Ashu?
I'm talking to both of you. I'm saying like, but I feel like you're still saying no to Matty, regardless of whether he's successful or he's talking about his little apartment. I thought his apartment was decent.
Yeah. Okay. No.
For New York, that's decent.
Yeah.
Don't compare her to him to Jenna, because Jenna's like a manager or whatever, like the head editor in a big like magazine company. Like not everyone. That's not your style.
And she was dirty. That's how she got there. He is a humble, down to earth brother.
Yeah, and don't forget he's about to get married. You know.
I don't know. You guys are not selling it to me, because I'm sure when I watched it, there was something going on between him and his girlfriend. I can't remember. Was it because she took a job somewhere?
Yeah, she was about to move.
Yeah, and she did that without telling him, so it's not that wow.
But him himself, because she passed him over because she thought he wasn't cool. But let's say you're 13 and you have a nerdy best friend, but then you go into the future, you see that he's successful, as in the now. Would you not want to get with him? Because look at life right now. Like, hello, none of us have said we're married.
Is he Christian? Yeah. If he's Christian, then I'll think about it. For us.
Yeah.
Be like choosing someone because they're doing well. You still have to make sure that that love and that criteria that you want is there. No,
Yeah. I feel like you guys are still picky, because I feel like the moral of the movie, is like we're supposed to be like looking into people's hearts, etc., and not like.
She's 13. She shouldn't. How is she meant to make life choices decisions at that age? She's 13. Yeah. If I had someone I knew in year 8, I don't think I would consider them like that. Maybe like GCSEs or something.
No, not even then. I think like once you're starting to like leave school, then maybe. But if someone's not in your life then they're not in your life for a reason, innit? You can't keep going back and thinking, oh, I wish I was still friends with that person. That person was still in my life, and
because I've been through that. I've done that. Like especially now I'm older. I've gone through. I'm like, oh, let me look at back all the people, because when they say that you've probably met your husband already. That. Like they say that. So I'm thinking, have we passed them over because we're so in the now? Like what's cool, what guys, whatever. And then 10 years later, that's not even like, it's not all that. You should have gone for the nerd. Yes, he might have been 40 stone, but like.
No, I don't think that's a good message to send out to the kids, man.
Oh, yeah. But personally, me, I think I've explored the options I wanted to explore. Like, let's put it that way. And they haven't worked out for a reason. So that's what I'd say. Yeah. I don't go thinking, oh, maybe that person would have been different. No, because I think if it was something was to come out of that situation, it would have happened.
Yeah. I think if it was meant to be, it would have been. But if it's not, like, that's for a reason, innit? So for me, I would just kind of like leave it in the past.
Oh, okay.
Unless if the person is still around or something, then obviously you can like, whatever. But like if it's someone you knew when you were 13, let it go. I'll be like, if I was Matty, I'll be like, I don't know you. Sorry. But it seems like Matty was almost kind of like painted as a loser type of person, type of thing. So why did he remember her? 13.
I think you think he's a loser. As in, because I don't think that. Yeah,
Why did he remember her?
they were
Because he
best
left
friends.
They were best friends. He made a
13 when he was
dollhouse for her.
13.
He made
When he
that
was
house.
13.
Yeah, and then he made the whole house for her. Hello, and he still had it.
I know, but I had best friends in year 7, year 8. Right now, I don't know what they're doing.
True say, true say.
No, but
Do
it's
you
not
know
that
what
you don't know
your
what they're
friends are
doing.
doing right now? Huh?
No, it's not about what they're doing. It's about you remembering them, though. You're saying, why does he remember her?
She's a grown up now, so that's one thing.
No, but you still remember your friends from school, innit?
Do you remember your friends from school? Year 8, year
If
7.
they came to my house and they've been in my house and they were giving each other gifts, then yeah.
Okay.
She said he's a loser. And also, did you clock that they were cheating? Because I didn't really like. I'm
Yes, they were.
like he was comfortable, and she was gonna break up his wedding, 13 or not. That's a bit. That's spirit moves, no matter what age.
Yeah. But I think yeah, that was the wrong thing. But I think in the movie they kind of played it off that it was okay because we could see that the marriage with his fiance wasn't going to work out anyway.
How? I didn't
No,
see
because
that.
she was very dominating in the sense, oh, we're going to move to Boston.
No,
She
she
didn't
was.
ask him. She pushed that decision onto him
Yeah.
rather than saying,
Well,
oh,
that's his own because he can't speak up. Like, what kind of man is that? Do you know what I mean?
No,
Like,
yeah,
Who's
I
been
get that,
picking
but
now?
yeah. I get that, but I think that's how the movie were portraying it, that this is not gonna work, so it's okay that he's going off with Jenna in the end anyway.
true say, true say. And then her best friend, oh my days, that heifer is just something else.
She's
I
not
don't
right.
get how you become best friends with someone who was being mean to you back in school. How does that happen?
It was when she was 13.
Nah, how does that? It does not make sense to me.
Did you guys not have any mean girls like that? Like, what groups, like cliques, did you guys join?
I was not friends with any mean girls. Let's just say that.
Were you not in group? Did they not have groups at your school?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
They did, yeah.
But you just weren't in any of them?
I was more of a
Social butterfly.
if I was like a floater, but I definitely know they were the cool kids. I see them now.
Oh,
So
they're not
it's
so cool.
It's all right. It's okay.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we had groups as well. Like, yeah, but
Mate,
that's it.
I was in everything. I would like hang around with the goths. That's what they call them. Like, you know, the emos. Do you get those ones? Yeah, I'll be in the music block around with them, and then sometimes I'll just hang around with the cool kids. That I was just around everywhere. I just didn't know any better. But yeah, but I think for me the mean people came from primary school. That story I tell all the time when I was called a baboon. But then, yeah, we came close after that though. We were best friends for a bit. So yeah, that's how you become friends with those
I
people.
think you use that term loosely.
No. We used to go to each other's house all the time. She'd come over to mine and we would chill. Because I went and told the teacher, and then I think maybe they were like, you guys need to be friends. But maybe she still thought I was a baboon. But that's whatever, you know. Why are you nodding?
What's gonna change?
I know it's
Why are you laughing at my trauma?
because you're casually putting it out there. That's why we're
Dealt with
laughing.
it. She's dealt with it.
Yeah,
so
I've
it's
dealt
okay.
with it. Yeah, I'm not. I know I'm not a baboon, so it's fine.
Let me have a look at other food.
True.
I think I know what it is, but I just want to be 100% sure, okay? I don't want to be out here taking any guesses.
So you want to? And why is she looking at me to see if it looks the same?
I'm not looking at you. Nah, that's mean. The kid, they didn't even say monkey. They out here choosing a specific one.
Baboon, you know.
That's very particular.
No, kids were inventive. I'm not gonna lie. They were kind of, yeah. They were anyway. But another thing I also want to talk about career sides of it as well. Because I don't know, did you guys have the same career goals when you were younger? Like, what did you want to be? Are you heading towards what you wanted to be, or it changed?
Mm, I think when I was younger, I've always wanted to be a secretary. So I feel like I've kind of done that.
You mean like receptionist?
I don't even know. It was just that word.
No, I'm not laughing at that, but yeah.
No, yeah, that's a word I knew back then. And I think I always wanted to potentially own my own business.
Okay, I like
I'm not,
that.
I'm not sure. Something to do with business, anyways. Then I wanted to be a lawyer. So I did that at uni, but it's too much, yeah, it's hard work. So I didn't go down that route. And I'm so happy that I didn't. So now more like a businessy side. So I feel like in a way, kind of, yeah, yeah.
What about you, Ashu?
Now, for me, I kept changing what I wanted to do. First, I wanted to be a lawyer because I was good at arguing. Then
That
I
was
wanted to
my
be
reason too.
then I wanted to be a social worker. Then I wanted to, I don't know. Let's just say the fact that I chose psychology in uni, I didn't know that's what I wanted to do. I picked that literally the month I applied for uni, and yeah, and I've only like recently now, literally like 2 years ago, decided what I wanted to like pursue as a career, and now like I'm on route for it because it took me a long time to like figure out what I wanted to do, but there I got there in the end, so I'll be qualified end of this year.
Woo-hoo. See, that's even a testament to say that like it takes ages to kind of figure out where you want to be. So by 30, like having three little kids running around and you don't know what your career is going to be like, it's not really like realistic for me anyway. But I want to say that a lot of these young people, they're achieving so many things so early. I can't lie, because I'll be watching some of these influencers and I'll be thinking, oh, they're old, and they're like, I'm 21. I'm like, what? It's a different world. I don't.
Yeah, like when we were growing up, like there's so much more out there, like especially social media. That was only starting when we were like what in high school. It wasn't out before that, so I think that's created a lot more of like you
Opportunities.
know opportunities. Like now you'll see kids and they're like, oh yeah, I want to be a TikToker. And I have heard kids say that they want to be like that before it was a YouTuber, now they want to be a TikToker, be an influencer. And a lot of people that you see, like you were saying, this day and age, like people who are like 20, 21, 19, you get them and they're like, oh yeah, I'm a social media like influencer and whatnot, Instagram models and this and that.
Some of these kids are
That's why
even
I'm going
richer than
on.
I am, so it's a bit mad like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember I wanted to be an actor when I was young, but you know when you just see things on TV, feel like it's easy. Then I got a D in drama, and then that shattered my dream. So yeah. So
Sure.
now I act in church dramas, so that's where I get to.
That's still
What?
it's still
God.
Amen.
stop
I
me.
have
That
starring
reminded
roles.
I wanted to actually do, I don't know, one time I wanted to do medicine in uni. So I picked chemistry, biology, and some other thing for my A levels, but I flopped biology and even chemistry. I was like, yeah, I was like, medicine is not happening just because I'm good at maths doesn't mean I can do all of this.
And they would lie to you because they entice you, say like for psychology for instance, that we had balloons, they'll be like, and then they make it seem like that's what's going to be all the time, and then you start the first lesson, you're like, where are the balloons? Like, this is hard stuff. Yeah, so the way they make us pick careers was just ridiculous, but I'm still in media, so yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. For me, I don't know what, but at least I found something. But A levels were so much harder than uni stuff.
Really.
Yeah. My A levels were only because I was doing chemistry, biology. I was like, what is going on, man? But yeah, and then I went to uni. I was like, I hope uni was so much more easier. I was chilling.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah, what do you want to achieve before you turn 30, or do you not care like that?
For me, I wanna go to 20
Oh
countries.
dear. As in the
I
in the
wanna go. I still wanna go to 20 countries before I turn 30. So right now we've done, I think, 17 countries. So I'm like nearly there. I'm nearly
Actually,
there.
you could do that. Yeah, you actually could do that. That's doable. How about you, Ashu?
Same. Travel more, but I don't have like a do 30 before 30 like that. I never thought of it like that. Finish this, be qualified. That's the other thing. Um, I don't want to say anything else because you know when you say things and I feel like
Yeah,
all my life I've been saying, oh, by this time, this not like that, like
yeah.
like, but just you don't want to like jinx yourself or whatever. Not even that. I don't know. Just I think be at peace. I think that's like
Mm.
kind of goal after all this time and life lessons and whatnot. Just be at peace. That's the main thing. I think.
Okay,
What
okay.
about you?
Mhm.
Oh, before 30. I don't know. Do you know what? I kind of feel like it's just going to be more of the same, just travel.
Mhm.
So that's why I don't feel like there's a big difference because I don't know if it's society that makes a difference between 20s and 30s like that. It's just kind of continuation, but just more at peace, like you're saying, Ashu. So I still want, because I feel like even if you reach 20 countries, you're not going to stop traveling.
No.
You're going to carry on more of the same, but maybe it's the mindset that changes, right? Do you think, or I don't know, because I look the same. Some people still think I'm like early 20s or even 15.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that you're turning 30 next year.
Yeah. I don't know why you're looking like that.
You said 15 and
Yeah.
nobody
No,
thinks you
no,
look
15 that you're
15.
pushing
No, no,
it.
no, no. They ID'd me trying to go into the movies, and the movie was like, to be honest with you, I feel like it might have been a 12. They were like, oh, and then on the tannoid, they always say, if you're lucky enough to look below, and I'm always lucky enough. So,
Okay, no comment.
No comment. Yeah, yeah. Let's leave it that
No
way.
comment. These people don't want to be taking no risks.
Um. So what was the question? Something about days.
I was just saying, like, do you guys see the difference was just about mindset?
For me, I think I'm not gonna say, I don't feel any different. I don't see any difference because I think like when you're younger, you always think like when you're 30, it's like so far away. But right now, I don't. I pay my own bills, but I still don't feel like an adult. I don't know when that's gonna, click.
Click,
Oh,
yeah.
Is it because we're
yeah, yeah.
single?
But
I don't want to put a man to as if a man changes things, but do you feel like because some of the people that are younger than us that have had kids, I just feel like they're in a different space.
I
I,
don't know because I'm not there yet.
Oh, you got
So
friends though, don't you?
yeah, but some of them, like I feel like sometimes you being older, most of it's kind of like a mindset. So
Mm.
if you're still quite youthful, yeah. But then like I think if you do have a family, potentially that can mature you.
She said age you.
No, I did not.
No, that's the point I'm making. I'm like, because we are single, we
Yeah.
haven't had that mindset. That's why, like you're saying, that's why you can't see that difference because you're like, oh, da 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 da. I don't feel like an adult. But the people that are younger than us with kids, they've had to have a different mindset and a different space. So I think for us, 30s are probably not going to feel. I mean, I'm trying to get married, so
I'm gonna meet my husband like in a few.
uh, yeah. So
what days, months? I won't say the next.
okay, do you guys, okay, another question. Do you guys feel like it's going to be, has it got easier dating the older you've got, or it was easier back in the day?
I,
Hmm.
I don't
I've
think
never
I've
really
ever like go on.
gone.
I don't think I've ever like dated like that. Like you know how people like date. I don't think I've ever like been pretend like oh yeah I'm dating. Maybe now I'd say yeah, but that's not really happening right now. But you know, but I think in the past because I've just been in relationships.
Mm.
So for me, I've never like said can say that I've ever been in like the dating phase.
How about
That
you,
makes sense.
Mars?
For me, I don't think I've ever dated as such. I don't even think I've had like a serious relationship either. So it's all gonna be new to me.
Yeah. Same. Because I will be honest, because I grew up on, I know you hate these rom-coms, but I grew up on these in the early 2000s, and my vision was I would
Who
date
hates them?
loads.
Sorry.
The way you guys are like, it's unrealistic. So
I
I
don't
mean,
hate them.
no, I mean
Oh,
in
I
that
know. I
sense.
love them.
Oh, the unrealistic. Okay, cool. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
I grew up thinking it's very much like, oh, you date or not date around. Oh, I love the Lord and I don't believe in that. Just disclaimer. But as in, you dress up, you look cute, you go out. But it was dry. I've never had that since I asked my mom, can I have a, maybe I took it too seriously because, yeah, so I don't have the answer to whether it looks different when you're older because I don't know what it looked like back in the day. So, yeah.
I'm trying to think of people who are older who don't have any responsibilities to see like
No, I
maybe.
think we all have responsibilities. I think they're just different responsibilities.
Yeah. Actually, okay, I will say this, but maybe I'm just lying. It's harder only because we're now getting more, we know what we want, should we say? And our pool, especially because we're also Christians, is getting slimmer. And people also have had previous relationships, maybe they've been divorced or maybe they've got kids the older they get. And obviously, I don't know if any of you are willing to take on kids, be stepmoms. No? Okay.
At this point in life, I'd say no kids.
What about divorce?
Divorce, maybe. It
Okay. Depends
I'm
on.
not.
depends.
She says she's not
Say,
allowed.
because I think sometimes you get married young, and you don't like you're in that bubble like of being in love and stuff, and it might not be the right thing getting, married, and it might have just been like a 6 month marriage, and there you go, you're divorced. That's okay, I think. Or and I feel like sometimes, even though people are not married, they're being in relationships that can seem like a marriage as well.
So you're
So
willing to take that maths then? Let's say they've been in a long-term 7-year relationship, but they've not been married. I would question,
I
are you
think
finna do that
yeah.
to me too?
Yeah, like if they've got commitment issues or something, like why are they in 7? I'm
no,
29, so
but
like
no, then that makes me think I've just come out of a 3 year relationship. Would that make people question me then?
No, 3 years is decent,
3 is
especially,
alright.
and you were
7.
young as well. Like, let's,
Yeah, but then that's what I mean. When so this relationship, say a 7 year old relationship, it could have started when these people are what, 18, and then they've left when they're 27. I don't think that's deep because they're still growing as a person. They're still getting to know themselves,
Well, why are you not committing?
maybe they're just waiting to settle down, like in terms of their careers. I'm not getting ready to get married yet. Maybe that might be the situation.
And the other thing is, well, if they're Christians, why are you courting
Oh,
for
well,
that
yeah, if
long?
they're Christians, then that's a different thing, obviously. Or maybe they've just become a Christian now, and they weren't a Christian in the beginning of the relationship. That's why they've had to let it go. Do you know what I mean? I think I personally, I don't think you can put labels on such things. Oh, you've been in the 7 years, like that. That's enough. I think you have to like understand the person's situation. Everyone's different at the end of the day.
I guess like it depends on the person in it, but for me, I don't want someone who's been married, who was married before, only because I want everything to be new for both of us. Like,
same.
come on.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
To be honest, guys, can I just say something? I don't know if you're gonna take this out or not, but with Matty falling in love with the 13-year-old, isn't that a bit disgusting? That's a bit cringe. That's actually cringe, and the way
She
she
was
was
not
acting.
13 at that time.
she was 13 and like she was behaving like a 13-year-old guy, and this guy fell for a 13-year-old girl.
No, he did not. He did not.
Nastiness.
Conversation. He did not.
Nastiness.
I did think that,
when she
but
started stepping into like her 30s. Before it was like, why are you being weird?
he knew she was still. I think he knew. I think.
Well, I don't think he understood what she was on about.
It's not right. It's not right. So for me, even watching that, I was like, huh? And the actress, she did really well. She did really well in that role. But I was just like, what is going on here? Everyone else thinks that she's a bit off. Not Matty.
And why is it that them parents were okay with the grown woman spending time with those kids
Which kid?
I do not understand.
in her bedroom?
The sleepover.
The sleepover.
Oh, yeah, it's cool. It's not like
You
it's a
don't-
1-to-1.
She's 30. That's a big age, you know.
So you're telling me, so if there were a bunch of kids in your neighborhood and you invited them for ice cream and you're a part of that group,
That's
I
literally.
would not be doing that.
Did she just? That's literally the worst thing you can say. She said if you invite them over for ice cream, we're calling the police.
oh nah, this is
I
the
would
thing.
not be doing that.
Have you invited some kids, or are they there right now? What the hell? But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. You say that, but I think I'm still like mentally sometimes like that. So I don't
Yeah.
realize that you can't do that with kids. You're not the same age. Like it's creepy. But maybe because we're girls. But if a grown man was like, little boys, come over for ice cream or stay at my house.
Very creepy. We need not to do that.
Oh, look at this one. She's really lawyering up today.
No,
You know what
that,
it is?
that's
People
not
have ruined
right.
it for people like us. That's what it is.
Huh?
People have ruined it for
Yeah,
people like us.
yeah, like-
Definitely.
We're just innocent.
Okay, what's the next question?
No, that's it really. But just to wrap it up, if you could say one thing to your younger self about getting older, like lesson, like what wisdom, if you literally could go back and shake yourself and be like, because Jenna would go back and be like, pick Maddie, don't be trying to pursue this coolness, whatever, what would you say? Based upon your actual life, not hypothetical.
I would actually say to myself, don't take yourself too serious and just enjoy your life. I'm happy with where I'm at right now. Whether I'm like in a relationship, not in a relationship, I'm really happy. I'm so grateful, and I feel like I've prayed for this moment in time. So I'm good. I'll just say like, yeah, don't like chill in it, like chill a bit, because I feel like I'm a bit intense every so often. So I would say to myself, yeah, like don't take yourself too serious and just enjoy your life.
Love it, love it. You, Ashu?
I'd probably say the same, and I don't know.
No,
Oh, you, Queenie, you go, because I was still thinking about what I was gonna say.
I think it's probably going to be on the same page, really and truly. Just kind of trust God and go with the flow. Enjoy your best life. Stop being so anxious all the time, and just all the pieces will fall into place. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd actually say like to myself, don't have too many kind of like expectations. Just like in terms of your future, things don't have to be like what Melissa said. Just take a chill pill. Not really, like if something doesn't happen, it's not the end of the day. God's got a plan for you. Like just chill, relax, and be at peace.
Oh, I think we're going to enjoy being older, because if we take that next decade and we do it like that, chill pill, that'll be really lovely.
Thank you guys for tuning in. As ever, don't forget to give my girls a follow on Instagram or all the socials. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time.